Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to this Halloween special pick a card reading. In this video, we're going to be looking at your positive attributes, but most importantly, we are going to be focusing on your shadows so you know what you need to work on from inside. Okay, so before we jump into the card selection, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I promise you, I don't always look like this. This is just my Halloween special. I've been waiting all year to use all these crazy filters, so yeah, I'm gonna use as many as I can this month. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe, and if you resonate with my videos, do leave a comment or a thumbs up. You know, comments and likes and shares do help my videos reach more people and helps my channel and helps me to grow as well. So let's pick a card. Welcome group 1. So your card is Justice. Okay, so what I feel for you group 1 is you are a true alchemist. Okay, you are the ones who have been through so much in life, you know, and every time you've been through something, you are able to go into that darkness and, you know, transmute that pain into your light, into your power. Okay, so because of that, you have such beautiful energy. It's like you have an open mind because you've been through so much, you know. You are able to hold space for others, you know. You are not judgmental. Okay, you don't, you know, you always want to do the right thing, and you are open to different beliefs, and because of that, you always grow, you always evolve, and the power within you is strong. You know, you are able to work with energy, you know, manipulate things. You know, you are very devoted and you do things for good. You are very devoted to the universe, to God, to light, to your beliefs, to your truth, right? So you always want to do what is right. Okay, you are loyal. You are loyal people, loyal friends. You know, you will be a loyal partner. You are very unselfish. You want to do things for others. And you know how some people have the nurturing mother energy? You've got the nurturing father energy. You've got a beautiful masculine energy that can hold and support people in times of need. You know, you are the one who creates the tribe. And in that tribe, you're the one who holds space for people, helps people. It's like you provide a beautiful guiding light within your tribal unit. Okay, now because you do so much for people, your shadow is that you expect them to return that favor. Okay, or at least you expect them to show gratitude, and that's a normal human behavior. Okay, when you do something for someone and someone turns around and goes, whatever, thanks but no thanks, I don't care, whatever, and you're like, oh, you ungrateful little right? You can feel hurt, right? Although you might not go to that extreme of calling them names, but you know, you would feel hurt. Okay, so here your shadow side is that, you know, you feel when someone doesn't appreciate what you've done for them, it hurts you terribly, and then sometimes you have the tendency to get people to not like that person as well. So then you can become the storyteller. Okay, so that's a shadow that you want to look at. You know, do you say bad things about that person because you realize that, you know, yes, that person might really have those negative qualities within them, but do you talk about it to other people? Do you use that, you know, so other people see them in that light as well? Do you paint a picture for people? You know, that's something that you want to ask yourself. Is that something that you do? You know, do you make up any tales as well? Do you talk? Do you gossip? You know, I don't really see you as a gossip person, but you know, that hurt can cause you to talk, right? So that is something that you want to look at. If you want to help someone, you know, and you feel like they're not going to appreciate it, then you have to set your boundaries, you know. But if you want to do something for someone, then do it without expecting any attachments in return, because you can have the tendency to want them to need you. You like to be needed. Okay, so perhaps this is something that I feel you're also ignoring a part of your childhood. So perhaps as a child, you know, maybe you didn't have the proper attention that you needed from a parent figure, right? And because of that, now when you are here, you do all these things for people, you know, and you want to be needed, you want to be respected and loved. So when you don't get it, it kind of affects you. All right. Also, I see that, you know, you, when things like this happen, because you go through so much of darkness, you know, you are some of the people who are tested. You know, you are constantly tested because you chose in this life that you want to have the most growth. You just want to do everything. It's like, instead of coming and doing one lesson in this lifetime, you were like, let's just complete everything. You know, so you are constantly hit with lessons after lessons, so you can grow, and then you are done. Once you live this life, you evolve. Okay, you evolve to the next level. You don't have to come back and do it all over again. That's what I'm hearing for you, group 1. So there are times where you keep getting hit, and then you just lose trust in God, you know, and you just lose it. You go like, you know what, there's no point helping people, you know, humanity sucks, I don't believe in God anymore, or, you know, I'm just done, you know, the universe hates me and things like that. And then you fall into a self-pity, a victim mode, you know. And then that's what you want, and then you want people to see you, see your sufferings. It's like you want to be seen. Okay, so you gotta work on telling yourself, you know, and realizing that the only person that needs to see you is you. As long as you know what you are, you know, it doesn't matter what other people see. All you have to do is work on yourself and know that you are not a victim. But I see that you will always get there in the end, you know, because you come back and you go like, oh no, actually the universe does love me and I'm okay with it. You know, I was just mad the other day. So you do have that. The other thing here is that, you know, you have the fear of facing your own demons. So you don't really want to face your shadows. So there could be childhood issues and things like that. A lot of things I feel is coming up from the paternal side of your family. Okay, so you might be having issues with your father, grandfather, brother, the male, the masculine side in your family, and it's like you don't want to remember that. So whatever that has happened, instead of facing your own shadows, you instead turn around and try to help other people face theirs. Okay, so this is something that you need to work on. Face your own shadows. Okay, and the other thing, because you are master manifestors, you are alchemists, you can work with magic, that you rarely rely on hard work. Okay, so you depend on your luck, on magic, you know, on fate and destiny instead of doing the work. And so because of that, sometimes some things are delayed in your life. While you could receive something amazing, but you just needed to do a bit more work to get there, you like, oh, I can't, you just drop it. Okay, and then you just try to work on the other side of things. So you need to bring things into a balance. Okay, so the balance thing is very important for you. While it's great, you can work with magic and alchemy and manifest and manipulate energy to bring you the life that you deserve and desire. You also need to do the work in the 3D world. Okay, so that's something that you want to, you know, look on. Okay, so don't gamble away things just hoping that things will work. You know, put in the effort as well. Okay, so that is all that I have for you in this creepy reading. Thank you for watching. If you resonated with this reading, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, a comment. I love reading all your comments, though I can't reply to every single comment, but I do read them all and I appreciate every comment. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Welcome, group 2. So your card is the 10 of Cups. Okay, group 2. So your energy is quite similar to group 1. Okay, so where you are afraid to face your own demons, you know, and your demons are basically your childhood wounds, and it feels like this is something that stemmed from the maternal side of your family, the females in your family. Okay, so now let's look at your positive attributes first. So what I see for you, group 2, is you are a martyr. Okay, you want to save people, you want to rescue people. Okay, that is your thing. You want to save people, and then just like group 1, you feel upset when your rescue is not reciprocated. What's that word? It's not returned to you. Okay, so but while you do all these things, right, you do all these things for people, you tend to overgive to a point. You are starving yourself inside. Okay, you give and you give and you give. You want to be the one who will just sacrifice yourself without realizing that your energy is being drained. You have no boundaries, group 2. You've got to set better boundaries for yourself. There's this need to rescue people because you know what it feels like when no one sees you, no one hears you, the wounded child, you know. And there's a lot of inner anger that you have inside of you that needs to be healed. Okay, because I see this anger leaking out, and somehow the anger is kind of channeled, projected onto the divine feminine. Okay, so it's either you dislike the feminine aspects of yourself, or you kind of don't really like women around you, you know, or those who identify as women. It's like you exploit the female nature and form. That's what the word is. Okay, that's what it is. So that's something that you want to, you know, work on healing that part of you. You know, you need to go back inside. You have to face your demons inside. Okay, now the other thing is, because you've got no boundaries and you give and give and give, you've got to take back from somewhere. And because you are not consciously setting these boundaries, what you end up doing is you end up becoming an energy vampire. And this is not something that you want to do on purpose. You don't want to go to people and go like, I want their energy, I want what they have, kind of thing, you know. But you end up doing it. Okay, so you deplete other people for your own survival, right? And if you are not taking from someone else, you will all constantly go into depression. You will constantly feel exhausted, tired, unable to focus. Okay, so that is something that you want to, you know, work on. It's really important because, you know, people feel exhausted around you and you are exhausted yourself. So set proper boundaries. You do not need to rescue people. You do not need to always be the one to give and sacrifice, right? You know, there needs to be an equal exchange. You got to learn balance here. Okay, now the other thing, your other shadow, is that because you want to please people so much, you want to make people happy. When people are happy, you are happy. You know, you've got a very good, kind heart and you want everyone to be happy. So because of that, you would change your own self to please other people. Okay, and that's why, again, you get drained because you are not being your true self, right? So it's like you would compromise your own vision, your own self, to make it more acceptable to other people. Okay, and then what happens is, in the end, you want to be like everyone else, so you change things, you change that. You know, there's a chance where you instead of teaching or you know, sharing your own things, you take things from other people and share. You know, you share other people's stories, kind of like plagiarizing in real life, right? So that is something that you really want to focus on. But on a positive, you know, on a positive note, you are able to communicate, you know, your knowledge, your experience, your skill, your wisdom. You're able to teach other people because you've been through so much, and you are able to, you know, move on from things. So in a way, you do cut people off very quickly as well. It's like you give it all or you take it all. There's no you know, middle line for you, because it's like yeah, I'm done. You know, I'm just gonna, if this is not working for me, I'm just gonna, you know, destroy the whole thing, let the whole tower drop, and I'll move on very quickly. Okay, so that is also something that's coming from fear, abandonment. Okay, so that's something you want to think about. Why do I feel like I'm running away? I'm constantly running away. If someone hurts me, cut, move on. I just don't want to think about it anymore. Start, restart. You have had to restart many times in your life, group 1. Okay, so I am seeing that there. Okay, now just there's a few things here that I feel you are also a little bit obsessive of. You're obsessive of losing people. You're obsessive about your wealth, your things. You know, you have fear of losing things. So you need to work on affirmations, work on changing the energy and knowing that, you know what, you deserve love, you deserve all the good things in your life, and nothing's gonna leave you. You know, those who are meant to be in your life will stay with you. Those who love you will stay with you. So you don't have to be obsessive and try to, like, you know, hold on to things, you know, to control things or overgive yourself, so that in hopes that people would appreciate and love you and stay with you. Okay, you need to know that you are lovable and you are amazing and you are just such a beautiful soul just as you are. Okay, you don't need to prove yourself and do all these things just to gain some love, right? So make sure you set proper boundaries, because there is this energy where you do all these things, you go out there, and then because you're depleted, then you need to go into hermit mode as well. Because not only am I hearing, oh yeah, okay, so not only do you go and and give your all to people, but you also take their pain into you, because you're like a sponge. You're a natural thing. You give and then you take their pain to heal them. It's just a thing that you want to do. You want to save people. Okay, so if someone's in pain, it hurts you. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're not even close to you, but when you know that this person's suffering, you feel pain. You're someone who watches videos on YouTube or Facebook about sad stories, and you would cry for them, you would tear for those people because you feel their pain. And what happens is you take that pain. So a lot of times you find it hard to be around people as well, because you need to go into solitude, the hermit mode, right? And then you need to recharge, right? So again, it's coming back to boundaries. Okay, you are trying to rescue people, giving too much of yourself, and then you're getting drained, you're taking on people's negative energies. Set your boundaries. Okay, work on that. If not, every time you go to someone who is upbeat, you take their energy. Okay, so you don't want to be doing that as well. You don't want to be a energy vampire. Okay, that is all that I have for you, group 2. I hope that helps make a few things clearer on what you need to work on this time. I love you all. Speak to you in the next video. Welcome, group 3. So your card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so let's see. Group 3, y'all are the star seeds, the ones who are tapped into the higher consciousness, the higher dimensions. It's like your DNA is just different. Your third eye is open. You are tapped into, beyond this world. You see beyond the veils. A lot of you are amazing artists. It's like you can express yourself beyond the 5 senses. You inspire other people to see differently. You're able to teach other people to see differently. You've got that natural leadership and teacher energy within you to teach people, to help people grow. And that's why you came to earth anyway. It's to learn and help others evolve as well, right? So you inspire creative energies, and you love beautiful things. You celebrate the beauty in life, and most of you are very focused on your vessel. You always ensure that your vessel looks beautiful, and which leads to a negative attribute here. Okay, sometimes some of you can become very obsessed with your appearance. Okay, and there are times where you can use your appearance to get you what you want. Okay, and that. So that is a bit of a shadow side there. You can also become very obsessive with things like workouts and diets, or the way that you look, things that you do to improve yourself. That can also become a bit more obsessive. Okay, and sometimes you overdo it. You want to do more and more and more. So that can be a shadow side where you don't know where to stop when it comes to improving yourself, because you just want beauty all around you. Okay, you are very good with arts and things like that, so you're able to teach people things like that. But here I see that no matter what you do, right, you're always searching for your tribe, because you feel like you just don't fit in anywhere. So when you search for your tribe, you tend to build your own tribe. You try to be that, and then you become like the leader of the tribe, where you want to help people, and in that tribe you are very loyal. You give as much as you can. You're not a selfish person. You want to truly help, and you truly want to be in that tribe, because there is the shadow coming up from the wounded child. Okay, so there's something that you felt like you didn't fit in, in school. You didn't fit in your family. You could be the black sheep of your family, or you just feel like everyone's different. You didn't fit in growing up. You don't fit in the workforce, because you're not of this world, right? So because of that, you try to find your tribe, and what happens is, your tribe forms, and then it's not the right tribe, because you so desperately want that family unit that you just bring anyone in. But not everyone is there with your energy wanting to be in that tribe. So a lot of times you form the wrong tribes. It's like the wrong family. Okay, and then it breaks, and then you feel really sad, and then you feel you have this negative judgment towards the world. People are horrible. Why am I even here? Why did I even take up this mission? Why did I come back? Why did I come back to earth? You go through those things. So it's like you get really, really frustrated with these things. A lot of you are also, you come from those dimensions that are technologically more advanced than us. They have got much more advanced technology. So when you come here, it's very easy for you to stick. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh gosh, one more, and it's gone. Okay. Sorry, everything disappeared as soon as I sneezed. It's like, woof, my reel gone. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yes, okay, the technology. So you are very, used to advanced technology. So when you come here, you kind of depend on that, and then you can get very dependent on technology and things like that rather than doing things for yourself. So you lose touch with grounding, you lose touch with the sense of being human. Okay, so the more you connect to technology and use that for your benefits, the more you lose touch with being human. So the advice here is to find a good balance there. While yes, technology can really help us with a lot of things, and I love the new technology. It makes life so much easier. But try not to rely too much on it, okay? Because it can cause some emotional consequences there, okay? You also have a tendency to just withdraw from the society out of negative, because out of fear, okay? You fear negative judgments. You fear that you need to do more than you already do, okay? So a lot of times you feel like you are exhausted, and you know what? You just don't want to help anymore, or you just don't want to do things anymore. You just need to be by yourself. So, and if someone is saying something, you just back off. You're like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to go into hiding. So if something's happening, this drama, you are not part of the drama. You are away. You're like, sorry, I'm done. I'm just going to be, sitting in my house hiding. Okay. So that is something that you want to, focus on. You don't want to withdraw from the society so often, and then you just, because like I said, you feel like you don't fit in, so you withdraw from society, and it's hard for you to find happiness here. It's hard for you to be happy, okay? You have to come into this acceptance that you are human, okay? And this is where you are. So this is the society you are in. Make do with it. Okay, it's like if you get stranded in an island, right? You gotta live there. You gotta make do with what is there. You can't sit there and say, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing, and I'm not gonna be part of this ecosystem. I'm not gonna be part of this land because I want to go back to where I actually came from. So it's just that, just work on that, okay? Besides that, you've got an amazing energy. You have an open mind. You follow the kindness of your heart. That is the main thing that you follow. You are, you don't get fanatical about things that you believe in. You are always looking to open your mind and grow, and you help people do the same thing as well. You help people open their mind. You help people grow. You make the world a beautiful place. So you need to stop withdrawing, because we need your energy in this world, okay? When you withdraw from the society, right, the society will collapse, okay? If we are going to shift and go and move into the new vibrational earth, then we need your group 3 to be out there in the society, being with everyone else, okay? But just know that sometimes you need to find a balance when it comes to your leadership, because it comes so naturally to you, that power where you want to teach and you want people to understand. When you see people who are who's got a lot of negative energies within them, it frustrates you, and then you want to rule. Okay, you've got that, because that's just within your energy. It's like, I am the king, listen to me, okay? So that rulership without restraint, okay? Or there's this feeling of entitlement. I deserve this. I am here for this purpose. I deserve things, okay? So that can kind of, work a backfire for you, okay? And also, because you've got this strong masculine energy, right? This leadership, this like a king, okay? And sometimes you can resort to violence because you get provoked inside, and the masculine side, the wounded masculine comes out and wants to fight. Okay, so you are someone who tries their best to just avoid things, because if you're out there, then you're going to end up fighting with people. So you got to learn how to work through those emotions and say that, violence is not the answer. I don't need to fight. I don't need to yell and scream. I don't need to use my physical attributes to punch someone, or use my strength, or I don't need to take revenge. I don't need to be angry. I can just see people for what they are, and I can only teach. And if they don't want that, if no one wants to receive my teachings, that is okay. You know, if they don't want to accept what I'm doing, that is okay. You have to come into terms with that. But you know, don't feel like you need to stop doing what you came here to do. Don't hide, don't run away. Okay, keep doing it. It's like what you're doing is you're planting the seeds. Okay, plant the seeds and just be happy with that. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. For you, that peace of mind is really, really important, which is beautiful. But you tend to get sick quite a bit, so you do need to do energy protections for yourself. Okay, because you know, the Four of Swords, so it tells me that you are someone who's prone to feeling sick a lot, because you know, you're very sensitive to energies, you're sensitive to this, to like negative energies, you know, fights and things like that. It just gets you down. Okay, but you just know that you are the star. Okay, you're the star here. So you are the you are the starseed that's here to really change the world. Remember that. Okay, and embrace your star energy, you know, and embrace that love that you carry in your heart, and try to be with everyone else. Embrace, you know, embrace the humanity, embrace the human energy, this world that we are in, the 3D world that we are in. Okay, we came here for a reason, right? So embrace this energy. Okay, you cannot say that I want to go home, I want to go home. You know, you are home. This is home. Okay, so make this home into the most beautiful place that you can, because let me tell you, my dear starseeds, if you don't do that now, you're gonna come back and do it again. Okay, so do what you came here to do. Okay, finish your mission. Okay, that is all that I have for you, group 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will speak to you in the next video.